This is Streamline, your weekly guide to what's worth watching across TV, film, and everything in between. In a world of endless streaming, scrolling, and choice, it's easy to lose track of what to watch. And hey, no judgment, but if you want to know what's actually worth watching, what to skip, and generally what everyone's going to be talking about, we've got you covered. Let's talk about the biggest release of the week. I watched The Truth About Jussie Smollett the second it hit Netflix, along with about 10 million other people.
Jussie Smollett.
I was sure he'd made it up.
He did that. Oh, yeah.
Now, for the chronically offline, or just anyone who wants a recap, Jussie Smollett is an actor best known for his work in the TV show Empire. He's also an activist, especially around racial justice and LGBTQ+ rights. In 2019, he claimed to be the victim of a hate crime.
They see an actor called Jussie Smollett with a noose around his neck.
I knew this was going to be huge.
It literally was everywhere.
The story blew up. And this was at a time where racial tension in the US was already sky high. But then things took a turn.
Cops later uncovered evidence allegedly indicating the actor paid two extras who worked on his show Empire to stage the attack.
I was like, we got this dude now.
Jussie has always said that his story hasn't changed. So what really happened?
You know, the thing that's fascinating about the story is it doesn't make sense. So many things about it don't make sense. Like, if he did set up this hate crime and fake it, why would he have hired two Nigerian Americans to stage a hate crime that he thought would be captured on camera? Like, it doesn't add up. The idea of anyone staging an attack on themselves, paying someone to beat them up, is just bizarre, right? So whichever way you look at it, whatever the actual objective truth is, it's a fascinating story.
This documentary digs into every possible angle, including interviews with police, journalists, Jussie himself, and the two brothers who say it was all staged. If the style feels familiar, it's because this is from the same people who brought you Don't F with Cats and The Tinder Swindler. So I think we can expect the same insane true crime water cooler moment to emerge from this.
There are some people who are absolutely convinced in his guilt.
You watch this and actually think that this guy might be innocent, I feel bad for you, dog.
And there are others who are completely convinced of his innocence.
I'm not sure. He might actually be innocent.
The fact that we can watch exactly the same footage, two groups of people, and see completely different things. The Jussie case is just another example of that. You either have to be, it feels like you either have to be Team Jussie's totally innocent, or he's a liar, he's totally guilty.
The runtime for this is a neat and tidy 90 minutes. So perfect for anyone with the attention span of a flea who still wants to get their true crime fix. If you're anything like me and you've fallen headfirst down the true crime rabbit hole, then don't worry, I've got you covered. Here are three films that absolutely everyone is going to be talking about. First up, we have Caught Stealing, which is a crime comedy following Hank, a burnt-out ex-baseball player who gets pulled into the criminal underbelly of 90s New York after his neighbor asks him to cat sit for a few days.
I like cats.
I like dogs.
This is very Snatch, so if you're a fan of a bit of 90s Guy Ritchie, then this is definitely worth a watch. Austin Butler and Zoe Kravitz's on-screen romance actually sparked IRL dating rumors earlier this year. So, needless to say, the internet is feral. I mean, honestly, whoever's doing the marketing deserves a pay rise. For me, I'm still in this era of Austin, so I can't let my mind go there. So this film is directed and produced by Darren Aronofsky, who did Black Swan, The Wrestler, Requiem for a Dream. So it's really fun seeing him moving into a sort of zany crime caper space.
What the hell happened?
Next up, we have The Thursday Murder Club, based on the books by Richard Osman. Yeah, the guy from Pointless.
Oh, yeah?
It follows a group of retirees turned amateur sleuths who attempt to solve a murder case.
Obviously, R.I.P. and all that.
Also starring in this, we've got David Tennant, Naomi Ackie, Tom Ellis, I could go on. So this film has the vibe of sort of Best Exotic Marigold Hotel or Calendar Girls, but with a sort of Agatha Christie whodunit threading through it. And if all of that doesn't sound charming and cozy enough for you, then it's also directed by Chris Columbus. Yes, that Chris Columbus who did Home Alone, Mrs. Doubtfire, hello Piers, and the first two Harry Potters.
Intermediate knitting starts here in 1 hour.
Finally, we have The Roses, starring Olivia Colman and Benedict Cumberbatch as golden couple Ivy and Theo, whose perfect relationship begins to sour when her career overshadows his, bringing years of resentment to the surface.
I suppose sometimes I do hate you. Ah, sporadic hatred.
This is a reimagining of The War of the Roses from 1989, which is based on Warren Adler's novel. This film was directed by Jay Roach, who's probably best known for films like Meet the Parents and Bombshell. And maybe most excitingly, this was written by Tony McNamara, who's the same guy that wrote Poor Things and The Favourite. So it probably gives you a bit of an idea of the sort of twisted, dark humor that we can expect from this. And I mean, it's Olivia Colman and Benedict Cumberbatch just being absolutely diabolical to each other. So what's not to like?
Sometimes Ivy's mad at me and I can't even tell.
Sometimes he's got his in me and I can't even tell.
Thanks so much for watching. I'm going to be back with another set of recommendations for Streamline next week.